Okay, so in this level, ooh. Basically what's going to happen is a bunch of anti-downs and downs are going to spawn, and I'm going to prevent all annihilations for 25 seconds. So basically the best way to do this level is try and make a color neutral particle with these quarks. So change your color, grab this anti-down quark, and then grab this anti-down quark to make a color neutral particle, which I should do very quickly before the other one spawns. Basically grab that. Also, I should change my color to anti-red, because if one of the other particles is anti-red, what can happen is that the other particle will pull it towards it. The down quark will pull it towards itself, and I don't have much control of that. Whereas if I'm the anti-red particle, I can use my arrow keys to kind of resist the pull of the down quark. Now oh my gosh. Okay, now I can change that. Now I'm red, and hopefully I can stay far enough for long enough that I don't get annihilated. Stay away, stay away, stay away. And there it goes. Okay, so in this level, what you have to do is you have to annihilate 9 particle pairs. Now, pretty much just what happened is a bunch of... I think that you're going to have more particles spawning because there aren't enough particles to annihilate. Basically, you've got a lot more quarks rather than anti-quarks. And pretty much you've just got to keep yourself safe by changing your color constantly until you get your 9 annihilations. Okay, there's my anti-quarks. Yeah, so just try and stay away from everything else before your anti-down quarks spawn. Alright. So in this level, this is another one of those sling a fast-moving particle in a different direction towards one of these antiparticles. And pretty much how you do this level is, as the text suggests, pull them in, then push them away. So first of all, you match the color of this particle, and then you change your color quickly to push it away. Now it's best that you use examination mode for this because it slow-mos it, and it's a lot easier to control, and the strong force makes stuff move really quickly. So examination mode makes it a lot easier to control. Also note that once one of the particles gets annihilated, those particles won't be charge neutral anymore. So it may pull a particular color towards it. So first, watch that down quark curve. Note that you yourself will also be pulled, so do be careful of that. And I can quickly change my color before it turns around, and that should push it towards that particle. Oh no, it just missed. You're kidding me. Right, let's try that again. You're not going to run out of down quarks to sling around. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad. I've gotten too close, and now... Nope, I'm escaped now. Yeah, if you do get too close to an particle which matches your color, what can happen is that you won't escape, because even if you change your color, you'll also change the color of the nearby particle, and that means, yeah, it'll be attracted to you and it'll kill you. Okay, so what should happen now is that center that center cage over here should attract red and green particles because now it's lost that anti-blue. If I've got it right. Oh, no, I can do that as well. Or I can just keep changing my color and not be in danger of... Okay, maybe if you do keep the opposite color, then it just pushes it to the side. So you do have to pull them in and then push them away. Yeah, examination mode does take a bit of time to go. It is very slow motion. It's necessary. Oh no. Okay, that was close. It did get a little too close for me to change away, but now I can. Now I should change about now. That should hopefully... Nope, it missed. Okay. You can just vary the time you can allow before you change in order to change the trajectory of the down clock, and that's about it. This is going to take a really long time because I'm going to be spending most of the time in examination mode. I can change a bit earlier, and that should push it away. There it goes. You can stay out of examination mode while it's spawning, but just try and go back into examination mode once the arrow gets really close to spawning. One more, and that anti-red up there should pull it towards it. And that should be the level, hopefully. Yes. Okay. So in this level, pretty much the main point of this level is that electrons and positrons don't have color. And just in this chapter, they don't have charge as well. So basically, what we have to do is we have to just nudge this electron all around the way to here, avoiding this positron, which is fairly easy because they don't attract each other in this chapter because the electromagnetic force isn't turned off. Pretty much just to do this, you have to be pretty unlucky for it to accidentally annihilate. Oh, that was very close. I just kind of knocked the positron away. Now that was also a close call. But they aren't charged, so it was fairly safe. Now I've got to get that electron in there without accidentally bumping it into the path of the positron. Yeah, but because they don't have color, they don't participate in the strong nuclear force, which is very useful. Same with neutrinos, but you don't really worry about neutrinos and W bosons. Okay, so in this level, this is actually a real pain of a level. So as you can see here, you have a bunch of color neutral neutrons, and you form this delta over here. So pretty much you've got to annihilate 9 particle pairs. Now the really annoying thing is that you've got a what is this? A block positive barrier. So what can happen is, even though the electromagnetic force is turned off, the negative particles, you still have negative and positive. This barrier interacts with them. So down quarks can actually leave the barrier. Now the really annoying thing about this level is that the down quarks, because they're bound to the up quarks by the strong nuclear force, they can actually drag the up quarks out of play as well. What that means is that you can actually run out of particles to annihilate. Now, theoretically, even if you did lose all your particles, you could cause annihilations by picking up data and annihilating W plus and W minus bosons. But that's also really difficult because W minus bosons will run out of the barriers. Will run out of the barrier as well. And you've also got it because W boson annihilations only give you 1 data, whereas it costs 4 data to create those 2 bosons. you actually have to use the property that if you do run out of particles to annihilate, you do have to use the property that W bosons create three data when they decay to create more data. But that is really, really, really difficult. And the slightly better way of doing this is you grab, so you are green at the moment, you change color to red, take this particle, annihilate those two down quarks, grab this you're anti-green at the moment, then you turn to anti-red, grab this red up quark, take it over here and annihilate one of these, then take those two down quarks and annihilate one of these, and theoretically it all works out fine and dead. The problem is that often these will clump together, and when they clump together, it's really, really hard to annihilate them without accidentally annihilating yourself. And annihilations will also cause explosions, and those will tend to launch stuff out of play, which is also annoying. So I'm probably going to fail this a lot. So hopefully I can do this without everything just leaving the area. One more annihilation left, and yes, I can actually do this without having to resort to the W boson tactic. In between us is a bunch of color interaction. Okay, I'll just drag it over, and there it goes, finally. Okay. Alright. So in this level, we've got to annihilate 15 pairs, and within 60 seconds. So basically, what's going to happen are, even though I'm really far away, the reds from over here are going to run over here, and the anti-reds are going to likewise push over there, and they're going to annihilate. I can collect the two data, and once that happens, I can turn into an up quark, an anti-up quark rather, and then I'm completely safe. Then I can just use my color to kind of ferry particles in between these spawning flowers. There's one data. So I can grab more data and then change. And don't grab your W boson again. So now I can ferry this red to this anti-red. And I'll just try and ferry this green and blue to this other green and blue. Ferry this red, and keep going like that. Hopefully I can get this before the time limit, just in time. So that is the end of chapter 8, and I will see you in the next episode.